sat down today and I wanted to show you the foundation routine I've been doing lately. This has kind of been my go-to makeup look for the past few weeks. I have been using the Bare Minerals Original Foundation again. And for my eyes, I use the IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty palette. So if you would like to see how I achieved this just pretty neutral makeup look, then please keep watching. Okay, let's get started. So I have already moisturized my face, but I'm going to start with the Tarte BB Tinted Treatment Primer in Fair. You've probably seen me use this a million times, so I just love this primer. It is so soft and it really gives me a nice base coverage. And right here on my forehead, I actually burnt myself on the curling iron yesterday. Yes, I'm very skilled. So that's what's going on there. And today I'm going to be using the Bare Minerals Original Foundation. And what I like to do before I put on the Bare Minerals is, since it is a powder, I go ahead and do my under eye concealer and do any other liquid concealing that I want to do, because you don't want to put a liquid back over a powder. You try to avoid that. So, okay, so let's start with my Pixie Correction Concentrate in Brightening Peach. Just right in the corner of my under eye area where I really have the darkness. There's that. And then I'm going to go over that with the NYX HD Concealer in Porcelain. Okay, now I have my under eyes concealed. I'm going to go ahead and use this NYX concealer to also cover up a few little blemishes I have, and also what's going on up here. And then I also apply this on the areas of my face that I feel like my makeup tends to rub off, just for a little extra coverage. I'm also adding this where I tend to get a little redness during the day, just for some extra coverage. So that is all the concealing. So that's all the concealing. I'm going to go ahead and set my under eye concealer with the Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Correcting Powder in Translucent. This is my absolute favorite powder to set my under eye area because it is so light. I've just put a very small amount into the lid. And my favorite brush to use with the Bare Minerals is this Tarte Air Buki foundation brush. It's just so soft and dense. It really does a good job. So I'm just buffing this into my skin. The trick with Bare Minerals is just in the buffing. The more you rub it in, the more it melts into your skin and almost becomes like your real skin. And Bare Minerals is the only foundation I've ever tried that I like it more the longer I wear it throughout the day. Throughout the day, as it wears, it just wears so beautifully and it just becomes more natural looking throughout the day. So that is my favorite thing about Bare Minerals. I kind of rediscovered it lately. I haven't worn it in probably 2 years, but I decided to break it back out and try it again, and I'm really glad that I have. And again, along with the buffing, the trick is to layer this. You don't want to load all of it on your kabuki brush or whatever brush you're going to be using at once and then try to slap it on there. You really need to layer it so that you can get each layer really buffed into the skin. Okay, so this is the finished foundation look. I'm very happy with the coverage. I just really think Bare Minerals is gorgeous and I'm glad I've gone back to it. So let's do some contouring. As usual, I'm going to use my NYX blush in taupe with the Real Techniques flat contour brush. blush, I'm going to be using another Bare Minerals product that I've recently rediscovered in my collection and been enjoying, and that is the Bare Radiance. It is a really, really pretty, almost bronzy color, which I normally do not wear at all on my cheeks, but I just think it gives me a really kind of healthy, natural glow. So I'm going to be using that with the Real Techniques multitask brush, and I just use whatever is left in the cap. I don't put any extra in it. And this does have some shimmer in it, so it almost acts like a blush and highlighter in one. And I just really like that. It's something different than my normal nude blushes that I typically go for. And even though that does have a glow to it, I'm still going to use a highlighter today. I'm going to be using the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Luminous Light. This is just such a pretty color. And this just gives you the prettiest natural glow. Okay, so we're done with the face look. Now let's move on to the eyes. Today I'm going to keep it simple. I think I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty palette. Look at how gorgeous these colors are. So let's get started. I always start by putting a color in my crease, so I'm going to take this Warmth color right here. Just a nice transition color, and pop that in my crease. And I always kind of bring my crease colors out a little bit, almost to the tail of my brow and then down. That's just what I think is most flattering for my eye shape. And then whatever color I use in my crease, this brush always ends up being my blending brush for the rest of my eye look. Okay, so that's our transition color. Now on the IT Cosmetics crease brush, I'm going to take a little bit of this Soulful color, which is right next to it, and put that a little bit more concentrated in my outer crease. There are those two together. Then on the other end of this brush is the IT Cosmetics All Over Shadow brush. I'm going to take this really pretty Love color, and I'm going to mix it with the Transforming Pearl. And put that all over my lid. And blend back in my crease with my original crease brush. And then I want a little extra something on the outer corners. So I'm going to take this e.l.f. Professional Blending Eye Brush with the shade All Heart and put that on the outer V. And once again, blending that in with my original Real Techniques brush. And I want my lid to really be bright. That's the look I always go for. So I'm gonna go with this Love color again with the Transforming Pearl. And I'm just gonna put that on my lid with my finger. So I think that looks really pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows off camera. Okay, so I have my brows on now. Again, if you want to see how I do my brows, I just made a whole video on it, so I'll link that down below. And now I'm going to use the Stila Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner to line my upper waterline. And I'm going to very, very lightly line my lash line. Run over it with my finger to smooth it out. And today I just want a really, really dark lash line. So I'm going to go back over that Revlon Color Stay Skinny Liner. This is my favorite liquid liner. And I like to layer my eyeliner because it's a lot easier to use a pencil, obviously. And then that gives me kind of a blueprint of where to put this. Keeping it super close to the lash line. So this is the eye with both, and this is the eye with just the pencil on. And that's it. I'm gonna let that dry for a second, and while that's drying, I forgot to do my lower lash line. So in that Naturally Pretty palette, I'm gonna take some of that soulful color and put it on my lower lash line. And my favorite brush for that is the e.l.f. Smudger brush. And I like to take it just halfway. I like it to end right in the center of my eye, of the colored part of my eye. I think that just really draws attention. And I'm going to use my absolute favorite mascara of the moment. I am absolutely obsessed with this Urban Decay Perversion mascara. You'll see when I put it on. This truly is the best mascara I've ever tried. Okay, I have applied the Urban Decay Perversion mascara to my top and lower lashes. And now to complete this look, I'm going to be applying the NYX Butter Lipstick in Hunk. I've just been loving purpley pink shades lately, especially for spring. So that is a completed look. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, put them down below. If you're subscribing to me, thank you so much. It means so much to me that you guys watch my videos, and if you're not subscribing, please click that little button down below. It means so much to me.